Welcome to a new video from the Color Vistas brand. If you've ever faced the frustrating issue of your Sublimation printer not printing, you're not alone. Whether it's a blank page, faded colors, or incorrect designs, there are a few common reasons why your Sublimation printer might not be working properly. In today's video, I'll cover why your Sublimation printer isn't printing and share troubleshooting tips to get it back up and running. Let's dive in. So let's go over a number of reasons for the problem. Reason 1. Printer is out of ink. One of the most straightforward reasons your Sublimation printer might not be printing is that it's out of ink or the ink cartridges are running low. Check ink levels. Sublimation ink levels can drop quickly, especially if you're printing large or colorful designs. If your printer isn't printing at all or the colors are faint, the first step is to check the ink levels in the cartridges. How to fix it? Replace or refill your Sublimation ink cartridges as needed. Make sure you're using the correct Sublimation ink compatible with your printer model. Incorrect cartridges. Installed. If you've recently replaced the ink cartridges, double-check that they're installed properly and that you've used Sublimation ink, not regular ink. Sublimation printers require specific ink to work correctly. How to fix it? Ensure that the cartridges are seated properly and that the ink type is appropriate for sublimation printing. Reason 2. Clogged printhead. A common problem with sublimation printers is a clogged printhead. Over time, ink can dry and block the printhead nozzles, especially if you haven't used your printer for a while. This can lead to blank prints or incomplete designs. Check for clogs. If the printer isn't printing properly, run a printhead cleaning cycle to clear any blockages. How to fix it? Use the built-in cleaning function on your printer to unclog the printhead. This can be found in the printer's settings menu under Maintenance or Tools. You may need to run this cycle multiple times for a complete clean. Manual cleaning. If the automatic cleaning doesn't resolve the issue, you can try cleaning the printhead manually with a cleaning solution and a lint-free cloth. How to fix it? Carefully remove the printhead, if your printer allows, and clean it with a sublimation cleaning solution to remove dried ink. Reason 3. Incorrect printer settings. Sometimes the issue is simply that the printer settings aren't optimized for sublimation printing. Incorrect settings can cause problems like incorrect colors, faded prints, or blank pages. Check your color profile. ICC profile. Sublimation printers often require a specific color profile, known as an ICC profile, to produce accurate prints. If your printer is using a default profile, the colors may appear off or faded. How to fix it? Install the correct ICC profile for your sublimation printer and inks. You can typically find this profile from the ink manufacturer's website or the printer manufacturer's support page. Print settings. Configuration. Make sure that your printer settings are configured correctly for sublimation. This includes selecting the right paper type, print quality, and ensuring that the design is mirrored. How to fix it? Set your printer to the highest quality or photo paper setting and ensure the design is mirrored for sublimation printing. Check that you've selected sublimation paper in your print settings. Reason 4. Incorrect paper loading. Believe it or not, loading the sublimation paper incorrectly can cause your printer to fail to print properly. If the paper is upside down or misaligned, the ink won't transfer correctly. Check. Paper orientation. Sublimation paper has two sides, a printable side and a non-printable side. If you print on the wrong side, the ink won't transfer, and you might end up with a blank page or poor quality prints. How to fix it? Double-check that you've loaded the sublimation paper with the printable side facing up for top-loading printers, or down for front-loading printers. The printable side is usually slightly brighter or shinier. Paper jams. If the paper isn't loaded properly or there's a paper jam, your printer may not print at all. How to fix it? Check for any paper jams or misfeeds. Reload the paper correctly and make sure it's aligned with the paper guides. Reason 5. Outdated printer drivers. If your sublimation printer isn't printing or is producing incorrect colors, another issue could be that your printer drivers are outdated. Check for updates. Printer manufacturers release driver updates to improve performance and fix bugs. Using outdated drivers can cause a variety of printing issues, including incorrect colors or blank pages. How to fix it? Go to your printer manufacturer's website and download the latest drivers for your model. Install them and restart your computer and printer to ensure the updates take effect. Compatibility issues. Ensure that your printer drivers are compatible with your operating system. Sometimes updates to your computer's OS can cause compatibility issues with the printer. How to fix it? If you recently updated your operating system, check for a compatible driver version on the manufacturer's support site. Reason 6. Sublimation printer calibration. If your printer isn't calibrated correctly, the print quality might suffer. Calibration is essential for accurate color reproduction and alignment. Run a calibration. Most sublimation printers allow you to run a calibration test to ensure the printhead is aligned correctly and the colors are accurate. How to fix it? Run a printhead alignment and color calibration from your printer's settings menu. Follow the prompts to print a test page and adjust the settings as needed. Reason 7. Heat press issues. If your sublimation prints are coming out faint or not transferring correctly, the problem might not be with the printer at all. It could be with your heat press. Check heat press. Temperature. Sublimation ink requires a high temperature, around 400 degrees, to transfer properly. If your heat press isn't reaching the correct temperature, the ink won't transfer, leaving you with a faded or incomplete design. How to fix it? Use a thermometer to check the actual temperature of your heat press and ensure it matches the required settings for sublimation. Check press time and pressure. Incorrect press time or pressure can also lead to incomplete transfers or faded colors. How to fix it? Make sure you're pressing the item for the recommended amount of time, usually 45 to 60 seconds, with firm, even pressure. Great. Now it's time for final thoughts. If your sublimation printer isn't printing correctly, don't panic. There's usually a simple fix. From checking your ink levels to running a printhead cleaning cycle or updating your printer drivers, there are many ways to troubleshoot the problem. Make sure you're using the correct settings, paper, and ink to get the best possible results from your sublimation projects. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the links in the description for recommended sublimation products where applicable. And don't forget to visit my website for more guides and resources on sublimation. See the link in the description below. Please consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video.